What is love? The most cliched and overdone question that life has ever presented. Yet, answers always find themselves unsatisfying or horribly cliched. Both swing and miss. An attempt is always made, but when a writer has to have an answer, it better damn well not be a nat one. With my abundance of free time, I started reading some new series. Manga specifically, because my zoomer attention span, lol. Also, because I'm procrastinating, and avoiding writing the script for my Japan trip. Of course, if I was desperate for clout, there's certain manga chapters that have dropped recently, and are far more famous and universally memed. Something about cosplay fascinates me. If you ask 100 people what their Twitter or Instagram following is like, it'll be mutuals, friends, mostly friends. You ask me, and let's not talk about the abundance of cosplayers and OnlyFans models there are. But I think that the horny was wiped away a long time ago. I mean, my eyes still drift to tibbies, but I'm there to admire the makeup and time dedicated to becoming someone else. That's why I decided to revisit a manga I dropped. Jujutsu... fuck, enough with that joke. 2.5 Dimension Seduction. Because peak writing is peak horny. I thought I was gonna read it for the cute cosplay and horny joke, haha. But that was my first mistake. I had already fallen into the pitfall and there was no escape. Stuck between self-referential jokes and genuine heartfelt moments, I was enthralled. Today, well, whenever I wrote the script, was meant to be an editing day, collating clips from Japan together, and getting a script going. But the humor caught me. I was giggling and caught by stupid jokes and scenarios that are not just impossible, but downright stupid. Beyond here is plot synopsis and spoilers. So go ahead and read on Manga Plus, that's where I read it, or be spoiled, I don't care. The story is about a cosplayer and a super otaku. By the story's admission, he is as long gone a degen as the average r/anime user. Or maybe in this case it's probably r/manga. He'd probably call Lusgy-ass peak fiction. That's a manga for another day, if I can stomach a rereading. Amano Lilissa convinces Okamura to become her photographer for her cosplay. And because he's such a nice guy, and super convinced he can hold in the horny, he does it. The story continues with more antics and some more love triangles, and then love pentagrams, and, well, it kinda stops there. Well, the arc I want to talk about is 100 chapters in, and, well, slightly past the antics. That's where Tsubaki comes in. An excellent person, someone who excels at whatever they've done. Of course, that excellent devolves into comic and plot relief, but when it's introduced, she's truly weighed down by the lack of a true passion. This is an aside, but what is value? Value, under Google's definition, is the regard that something is held to deserve, the importance, worth, or usefulness of something. Now, can I get a Google search for obsession? An idea or thought that continually preoccupies or intrudes on a person's mind. I'm sure this seems tangential, and it is somewhat, but there are people that are obsessed with finding value. The old adage is, if you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life. It's modern day hustle propaganda, but genuinely enjoying what you do is crucial to living and loving life. So, back to Tsubaki. She enters the scene with the desire to learn how to be an otaku. She's put some serious respect to what is usually a diminutive or downright insulting term, but the series puts some serious respect to the artists and creators that dedicate their lives to obsession and dreaming, so no shame to that. But she's caught up in the hijinks of the manga club, and eventually finds herself chasing their passion of cosplay. But here's a question. What value does a hobby bring to you? So here's the same question again. What is value? The Google definition doesn't answer anything. Value is different for different people. I could end the video there, but there's a new definition of value for some people. How much money it makes. If you can make money doing what you love, that makes it valuable. So what's the answer of value to our crew of protagonists? It's fun. We enjoy it. Cue a revelation and character develop... No. This manga did have a lot of revelations and life-changing moments when confronted by the alien force that is Lilissa's love for cosplay. So why do people do what they love? Sometimes value doesn't matter. The existential question of what do I bring to the world doesn't matter. Sometimes, just having fun in the moment is entirely fine, because value is what you bring to the table. Love isn't free. Love can be freedom. Love can be safety. Love can be many things, but it's what you bring to the table that makes love love. It's the dish that isn't complete without your taste buds tasting it. It's why the 5-star dish tastes like ass in comparison to your mother's homemade comfort dish. It's you. You're the independent variable that is brought to any situation. I love that arc, learning that you can simply be. I think it reminded me a little bit of why I love writing, or why I want to chase every creative pursuit under the sun. I think there's a little something I can bring from my side of the fold. There's this thing about value when creating. Is writing work? It's just a hobby, right? Are you making any money? Most writers fail. It's the inexplicable truth about the industry. Most people end up working a day job and write with the rest of the time they have. It's a hobby. I went on a little bit of a tangent, but when it comes to the manga, it's pretty easy to see that they also have to struggle about the ideas of whether cosplay will be their job or whether it's just a hobby. What is the value of creative work? Creativity and creating is fun. It's a way to share something that wasn't previously tangible. It makes ideas into reality. So maybe it's time to let go of reasons as to why you should do something. If you enjoy it, fuck the value you provide. You are someone's source of enjoyment, even if it's your own. Because the first person who gets to feed on your love for anything is yourself. So why love? So you can enjoy yourself. Alright, I'll stop procrastinating now. I've got the Japan video to write. Also, here's me in crossplay. For fun, really.